are you guys doing a traffic stop out here?
This was a safe spot to pull them over.
So long story short, Sheriff, you guys are out here making traffic stops outside of the park. You guys are going to jail.
Being pulled over by a county deputy.
I'm telling you, the sheriff wants it made very clear you guys are not to stop anybody in the county.
Okay, well then he can tell us that. We are going to keep doing our job in the park.
Can a county deputy arrest a federal law enforcement officer over a traffic stop? One sheriff's deputy believed the answer was yes, and threatened to arrest National Park Service rangers after they conducted a traffic stop that began with violations observed inside a national park, but concluded just outside its boundaries. On March 20th, 2025, National Park Service rangers assigned to Ozark National Scenic Riverways observed a vehicle traveling inside the park with an expired registration and a defective brake light. Rather than initiate an immediate traffic stop at an unsafe location, the rangers continued following the vehicle until it reached a safer area just outside the park boundary before activating their emergency lights. The driver ultimately received verbal warnings and was released without citation. What followed was a rare jurisdictional showdown between county deputies and National Park Service rangers over the scope of federal authority and where officers can legally conduct a traffic stop. Let's dive into the facts, examine the law, and explore the officer's safety principles at the center of this extraordinary encounter.
Hi there. Could you do me a favor and roll down all your windows for me? Moving?
Kind of, sort of, not exactly. I downsized so I'm getting.
Okay, I got you. I'm off the National Park Service. The reason why I pulled you over is you've got a brake light out and your registration's expired. You know about that?
Yep.
Scalloped potatoes? So what's in all the boxes?
They're all empty right
They're all
now.
empty. Oh, you don't have to go reaching for them. It's all good.
Like I said, I downsized from like a normal house to a 300 square foot house, so I'm in the process of sorting through everything and getting rid of a bunch.
I got you. All right. No marijuana or anything like that in the vehicle? Alrighty. Here's all your paperwork. Make sure you get those plates.
What began as a routine traffic stop suddenly took an unexpected turn. A Shannon County Sheriff's deputy confronted the National Park Service rangers and warned them they could be arrested or criminally prosecuted if they continued conducting traffic stops outside the park boundary. The confrontation was no longer about the driver. It had become a direct challenge to the rangers' legal authority to enforce the law.
What's happening?
What's going on?
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
What's going on?
I just got cleared on a traffic stop.
Okay. Why are you guys doing a traffic stop out here?
This was a safe spot to pull them over, get around traffic by the time we caught up to her.
How far did you come?
Alley. Yeah.
Okay.
Violation was in alley inside the park boundary.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
by the time I went around, what's that? We had to go around vehicles. Okay, and this was a safe spot to get them off of the highway. Safe spot to conduct the stop and for us.
Okay. So long story short, I was told by the prosecutor and the sheriff that you guys are out here making traffic stops outside of the park. You guys are going to jail. We understand that you guys can make a traffic stop outside of the park.
Okay.
If you're following him for something happened inside the park. There's no reason to follow him this damn far outside of the park.
If you would listen, I said that I had to get around vehicles. Okay? By the time I caught up to them, we're in curves. Okay?
Okay.
This was the next best space for me to make sure that we were both off of the public roadway and we were both safe. Does that make sense?
I am trying to just get what I need across to you, okay? For the prosecutor in this county, it's not happening anymore.
What's not happening?
You're not making traffic stops outside of your jurisdiction anymore.
He doesn't dictate the law for the federal side, okay?
You want to call him and talk to him about
We
that?
know him.
We will.
Call him and talk to him. Tell him. Can't make you do anything. Let's think about this. This is only going to escalate. So do your best to try to keep your stops on your land.
This is the first time I've made it even remotely this far.
Okay.
And that's just because of the stuff that we ran into this time. 9 times out of 10, it happens at E Highway if we're coming this way, if I can't get them at Harvey's.
Okay. I mean, I know
We
you
try to
guys
keep
know
stops
I'm new
inside
out
the
here.
park. Okay, we try to keep stops inside the park, but a lot of times the safest spot, and that's what I try to do. Safest for me, safest for who I'm pulling over, right?
Right.
Okay, safety is my number one thing. So if I can't do it safely, I wait until I find the safest spot.
I can't discount that is a reasonable thing.
Because as you see, these roads, we don't have shoulders, okay?
Right.
Line curves, I don't want to get rear-ended, I don't want to get hit, and I don't want anybody else to.
The confrontation wasn't over. Later that same day, another Shannon County deputy conducted a traffic stop on a National Park Service supervisory ranger who was driving a marked patrol vehicle, not to enforce a traffic violation, but to deliver a message from the sheriff. Future traffic stops conducted outside the park boundary would not be tolerated.
Just had a county deputy flip around on me. Pulling me over. Arrowhead 250. Being pulled over by a county deputy. Highway 60 between Birch Street and Winona.
Good copy, 250.
Go ahead and call 200 for me.
251.
How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Man, I'm trying to find out who did a traffic stop in Eminence earlier by the school.
Okay.
I put a call in to have a supervisor call me, and that was like 30 minutes ago, and I've not heard back from anybody.
Okay. The chief has gone home for the day.
Okay, do you know who made that traffic stop?
There was a deputy there.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, I do know who it was.
Who was it?
Who was the deputy who went there?
I'm assuming it was probably the detective.
Okay. Well, the detective would have all the information. They spoke together.
Yeah, I was just tasked with figuring it out because apparently he's not doing it right. So that's the only reason I was checking.
What is the issue?
Well, you guys don't have jurisdiction in the county.
Okay. We do have jurisdiction in this county. We have authority in this county. And when my officer or any officer sees a violation in their jurisdiction, they can stop them.
So outside the park?
You can stop in Howell County if you see a violation in Shannon County.
Only if it's a felony.
Well, as a county officer, that may be true. As a federal officer,
as a post-certified officer,
okay,
in the state of Missouri.
Okay.
So the sheriff has made it very clear.
You're talking about apples and oranges.
I'm telling you, the sheriff wants it made very clear. You guys are not to stop anybody in the county.
Okay. Well, he can tell us that. We are going to keep doing our job in the park. When it's safer to pull someone over.
The statutes clearly state you guys have zero jurisdiction out here.
We got to pass from piece to piece, right? We got to go in and out of the park. We got to go through the county. We're working 4 different counties.
I understand that 100%.
You're thinking about post. You're thinking about state stuff. You're thinking about county. We're federal officers.
But even reading
the park is 134 miles long. Mm-hmm. So we're in and out of the county. We're in Carter, Dent, Howell. And sometimes you need to stop people in a safe place, and sometimes it's outside of the boundary of the park.
That's a big boundary, boss.
It is a big boundary. It's 80-some-odd thousand acres, 134 miles long. There, I don't know what that happened there today.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I end up stopping people outside of the park all the time. That's just a safe way to do it. And our authority, our jurisdiction allows us to do that. I don't know about state law. That's down there.
Reading your guys' statute, it says you're not, unless it's a felony.
No. Witnessed misdemeanors. We can act on felonies. Yeah, anyone can do that. Witnessed misdemeanors and infractions, we have the authority to follow and investigate that.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
We'll get it figured out.
All right.
His name was...
My chief ranger. I wasn't on that
stop.
No,
the one that made the stop.
There were officers there. I don't know who all was there.
What was your guy's name that was on the stop?
His name is... He is post certified, by the way.
Okay. All right, man. I'll let you back to it.
All right. You be careful.
The supervisory ranger respectfully stood by the National Park Service's position. He explained that the violations had been observed inside federal jurisdiction and that the stop was intentionally delayed until reaching a safer location. He also made it clear that the rangers would continue carrying out their duties in accordance with federal law and National Park Service policy. Despite the disagreement, both officers remained professional throughout the encounter. Commissioned National Park Service Rangers are federal law enforcement officers authorized by Congress under Title 54 United States Code, Section 102701, to maintain law and order, protect persons and property within National Park System units, and enforce federal law, including traffic regulations within their jurisdiction. Before threatening to arrest another sworn law enforcement officer, it's essential to understand that officer's statutory authority. Jurisdictional disagreements should be resolved through supervisors, prosecutors, or legal counsel, not threats of arrest. As of the latest publicly available information, no charges have been filed against the National Park Service Rangers. No public finding has concluded they acted unlawfully, and the incident remains under review by the National Park Service, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Missouri, and the Shannon County Prosecutor's Office. This is Texas Safety Watch, where we break down what legally matters, what tactically matters, and the lessons that can be learned from critical incidents across the country. Until next time, stay aware, stay safe, and God bless. We'll see you in the next case.